The infamous "it runs in my family." There may be some truth to that to a certain extent, but my question for most men when we say this is, then why are you still running from it if it runs in your family? It should end with you. All right, y'all. Family health history matters. Let's talk about it. So men, I have a question for you. When you come in and say, oh, it runs in my family, but you still running from it, how well do you know your family's health history? That is very important because the DNA does not lie. But I will say this, the silence around this conversation that we tend to have in our community, we don't like to talk about the health history of others in the family. It will literally kill you. And I'm going to give you a little tidbit right here. The best time to have this conversation, y'all, is at the family reunion. And we are entering family reunion season. So don't miss that opportunity at the next family gathering because it may be your last. All right, fellas, come in close. We need to have a deep conversation. I'm not talking about like that surface level conversation you be having in the barbershop. We need to go deep about this health history because it is very important that you know as much as you can, find out about your family's health history so you can be proactive about your own health because this could save your life. I would encourage you to pause and take a screenshot and read this and understand how important it is to share the information to your level of comfort with whomever may be inquiring if it might save their life. Okay? Yeah, because Trey really needs his health history information. He out here ducking the doctors like they the feds. Meanwhile, high blood pressure been tap dancing through your whole family for generations like Gregory Hines at the family reunion, and he don't know what to do about it. And family, let me be real clear here. We got to stop acting like these health issues are in God's hands. This is a God issue. Yes, I believe in a higher calling, but we need to arm ourselves with information so we can do better. When you know better, you do better. I think God put us here to learn a little something so we can do a little better, all right? Because here's the God honest truth. What you don't know about your family's health history can literally put you in the grave prematurely. Genetics loads the gun, and we pull the trigger along with our lifestyle and a few other things we do that are probably not conducive to us living a long, happy, healthy life. And y'all know what I'm saying, so you read between the lines on that. And yep, your family got traditions and recipes that's been in the family forever. And it seems like high blood pressure been in there forever as well. So that's three things you need to be aware of. You know you're going to get the tradition and the recipes, but you need to understand where that blood pressure started, who got it, and how they managing it, instead of out here on Ancestry.com trying to figure out how Uncle Earl died. Was it the diabetes or was it the Hennessy? And you already know what the answer is. Early detection saves lives, but you can't detect what you don't discuss. Diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and certain cancers have run rampant in our families for many generations. And sadly, we as black men are most likely to be diagnosed late with all of those conditions because we never had the conversation. You, King, are going to be the first man in your family to break this cycle, but you got to know what that cycle is first. And the only way you're going to do that is to have conversation with your family members. It is very important that those that are willing to share their health history that are older than you, be willing to sit down with them at their feet and listen to them so you can gather that information and use it to be proactive with your own health and wellness and your age-appropriate health screenings. Now that you know how important this is, men, let's flip this narrative of not talking about our family health history. Instead of passing down silence, let's pass down information. And instead of repeating history, let's rewrite it and keep some of us from dying prematurely. Because legacy isn't just what you leave behind, it is also what you live through while you're here. Now show some love in the comment section if you plan on having that family health history talk with your loved ones in the coming days and possibly at the family reunion this summer. Hope y'all enjoyed this discussion. See you soon. Peace and blessings.